Yay, live! Woohoo! Can you guys hear me? Okay, write in the comments and text me or text me. Tell me if you are seeing and hearing me. Silence. Okay, seems like everything is okay. The screen is still on. Hey, talk to me. Are you seeing and hearing anything? Are you able to see and hear me? Okay, in the meantime, while people are waiting, right? Earlier on, Justin sent a question. Oh, yes. Woohoo! Thank you, Justin. I see you now. Faro's door. Faro's door is Farik, is it? Who's Faro's door? Hi, Crystal! Okay, yes. Blank screen. See, no, refresh. It's working, Aki! Welcome, Aki! Yay, good to see you. Okay, so let's see. Justin has a question sent by text. If you have any questions, you can. I'm not sure if you can send by chat, but if you can, please do. So excited to be here on YouTube Live. Wow, this is our first YouTube Live. Where's Justin's question? Oh, yes. So Justin asked about question 4C in. Oh, this is Ein. Oh, this is Ein. Yes. Ein, this is your question 4C in test practice paper 1. Why is that x squared in the formula in the solution? Okay, so let's look at it. Can you hear me, like people? Hi, Prudence. Oh, Faro's door is Deng. Okay, hi, Deng. Let me download the test practice paper in solution. My laptop went for servicing, so it's a lot of trouble during this period. It's crazy. I couldn't send my laptop earlier for servicing because term was still going on, and either way is disruptive. Okay, I'm in learning resources. I'm gonna get the practice paper. Set 1 solution. Set 1. Here. Okay, question 4C. Let's see. All right, question 4. Let's go to question 4. Question 4C. For the scenario in A part 3, based on the sample of 50, what are the sample mean that will be on 23.5% of the match days with the most number of tickets sold. So let's look at question 4 again, part 3. Okay, so we have the football match tickets. Mean is 2048. Let's erase this. $2048, and N is 50. Okay, we have the 23.5% of the match days with the most number of tickets. So it'll be here, 23.5. Okay, so which means that this is the P, which is equals to 0.235. And we'll be interested in this piece here because it's next to the mean. So we have a 0.5 minus 0.235, which is equals to 0.265. Okay, so we will find the Z from the table. Let's get the Z. Okay, 0.265 P to Z is P, isn't it? P to Z, we are going to look at the table from the middle to the side. So in the middle, we look for 0.265. It corresponds to 0.265. 2642 is the closest. So you have 0.72. So the Z here is 0.72. Okay. Then finally, we will solve this question. Sub this into the formula. And we have the formula, right? Okay, is Z is equals to X bar minus mean over standard deviation, which is standard deviation over square root n. Okay, now this one, the n is given, so use this formula. Then we're going to have Z, we have already, is 0.72, is equals to the X we're going to find, minus mean, which is 2048, divided by standard deviation is, what is standard deviation? 544.8 divided by square root of 50, which is the n. Okay, then we do our algebra. I will cross multiply 0.72 times 544.8 over square root of 40. We bring this over plus 2048. That would be equals to X. So X is equals to, actually the question is about asking about sample mean, so there should be an X bar here. Okay, but it's not very serious if you don't write it. Then we just press the calculator. Okay, in the meantime, you can send in your questions either by text or in the comments. Whatever, right here. This is 40, no, this is 50. And we have 2103.47. Okay, correct to 2 decimal places. And that's my answer. Okay, let's check if that was the answer key given. Yeah, it is. Okay, so back to Ein. What was your question? You said something about x squared. I don't quite understand. Uh, times 2. P is this times 2. Sorry, Ein, I still don't understand your question because you say times 2, but yeah, I don't understand your question, sorry. You may want to clarify it, okay? But anyway, this was the solution. So there's no times 2 anywhere, I don't see it. So I'm not sure where you get it from. Yeah, please let me know. Okay, the next question I get is what's the difference between quota sampling and stratified random sampling? Okay, can I erase this? Anyway, you can wait till the end of the video and then you screenshot, right? So it's not a problem. Okay, so I'm just going to erase it. Okay, stratified random sampling and quota sampling, okay? Start. Okay, so this one, what's the difference here? This one, in both cases, you have groups in the sample. So this is the sample, okay? Like the tutorial question, we say that there's, there's foundation, and then there's diploma, there's degree, and then there's master's, PhD. Yeah, so these are basically what I call strata. Stratum of the sample. That means we break the entire sample down into a number of groups. And from each group, we are going to sample some numbers out. Okay, bearing in mind that there are these few groups. Okay, in quota sampling, equal numbers are sampled. So for example, I don't care. In quota sampling, I'm just going to take 50, 50, 50, 50. If your sample size is 200, right? Okay, I'm going to sample a total of 200. Then each one is going to be 50. This is quota sampling. Stratified random sampling, we have to we have to take a proportion that is, we have to take a sample that is proportional to the size of the group. So for example, if this group is small, okay, if this is, say, for example, this is 10% of the entire cohort, and this is 30%, this is 50%, and this is 10% again, you know. So, and we're going to sample 200 people. Then we're going to take 200 times 10. We're going to only sample 20 people instead of 50. You understand? Yeah, because why we get 20 is because this is 10% times 200 people that we're going to sample. and we get 20 to sample from this group. And we have, then here we have 30%, right? We just did 30%. So multiply by 200, we get 60 people to sample. Yeah. Okay, this is 50%, so we're going to sample 100 people. And this one, 10%, we're going to sample 20 again. So if you add up these numbers, 20, 60, 120, you'll get back 200. And that's the number of people that we want to sample from the entire population. So take note that stratified random sampling is the only sampling method with calculation. It's the only one. Okay, the rest actually not really. Okay. All right. So how to do question 4E in practice paper 1? Not sure how to describe the sampling process. 4E. Okay, describe the sampling process. First of all, if stratified random sampling is required to be used, then the first thing you do is you do the calculations. That's the most important thing, okay? And you just say, you don't have to write an essay, you just write briefly that you are going to sample a proportional number based on the percentage of each strata in the population. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So just say briefly that okay. First of all, calculation must be there. Second, just write a one-liner. Say that the number that is taken from each group or each strata is proportional to the percentage of each group in the population. Okay. Okay. I already said it. You can rewind it and check it out again. All right, so let's look at the next one. Any other questions? I don't understand question 7 probability. Okay. Sorry, who's that again? Who's this asking? Who is it asking this question with the Russian name? Solution for paper 1 is Farid. Okay, that's Farid. Hi, Farid. Is it released? I thought it's released. No? Oh, lol. Okay, I'm so sorry. It was hidden, but now it is released already. Set 1 answer is released. Okay, done. Okay, it's released now. Thanks. Okay, so yeah, back to the question. Question 7. 7. Probability. Okay, so we have is it? I don't know what set 1 or set 2. I will discuss set 1. Okay, I'll discuss set 1. Okay, so we have now. Can you be a bit more specific on what do you not understand? Because you can get it from the explanation video that's already uploaded. But if I can find out what is it exactly that you're not sure about, I can help you more specifically. So 7, let's see. So please let me know. Yeah. How to find probability? Sorry. Okay, Constance, I see your questions. Hi, Constance. I will get back to you in a while after Farik's question. How to find probability? That's a very generic question. Okay, but anyway, this. Okay, so we have shoes, right? That Georgia has. There's football, and then there's running. Okay, local and overseas. Three, two, four, one. Okay, so now you draw a probability tree showing the possible outcomes if Georgia were to pick one pair of shoes. So now, if she picks a pair of shoes, right? Two things. First, we look at whether it's local or overseas. Okay. Now, it is a bit different from picking two pairs of shoes, which we are typically used to. Anyway, we'll come to that in a while. But local, right? We have. Yeah. So first, we will see whether it is local or overseas. Okay. Pick a pair. Okay, so it can be local or overseas. Now, local shoes, the probability of picking one pair that is local is 3 out of 5, right? 3 out of 5. Okay, sorry, 5 out of 10, sorry. There are 5 pairs of shoes that are local here, out of 10 pairs. Great. And overseas, there's also 5, that's out of 10. Okay, then we split here. It can be either football shoes or running shoes. Football shoes or running shoes. Okay, but now, can you see that over here, football running is not talking about overseas football running, it's talking about local football running. So we have 3 football that's local out of this 5. Out of this 5, okay? And then there's 2 running out of this 5 that's running and local. Whereas for overseas, 4 football out of 5 or so, and then 1 running out of 5. Yeah, that's it. So if she picks a pair of shoes randomly, what is the probability that it'll be a pair of either locally bought or overseas, local football or overseas running? So we are talking about which branch? Local football is this one, right? Local football or overseas running. It's branch 1 and branch 4, isn't it? So if I call this branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, and branch 4. Yeah. So branch 1, you just multiply down the branch. 5 over 10 times 3 over 5. 5 over 10 times 1 over 5. Then you add up the branches between them. Okay. So part B. Okay. P, local football or overseas running. Overseas running is down the branch 5 over 10 times 3 over 5 plus 5 over 10 times 1 over 5. Okay, 5 over 10, 3 over 5 plus 5 over 10, 1 over 5. So that gives us 4 over 10 or 2/5. Okay, clear? Okay, picks two pairs of shoes, one after another. Picks two pairs now, right? The setup is a bit different already. If you were to do, a probability tree for two pairs of shoes, then it would be like this, okay? This is first pair, and then this second pair. But what are we looking for? Locally bought, overseas bought. So it's either local or overseas, local, overseas, local and overseas. Yeah, the setup will be different. So first pair local is 3 out of one pair of football. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, I saw wrongly. We're talking about football and running. The local overseas is part D. So I'm going to modify this. When okay, I'm going to say that first pair is either local or overseas, right? Then the second pair, again, we're looking at either local or overseas. Okay, and yeah, so local, overseas again, local, overseas again. So we have okay, now I have 5 pairs of local. After I pick the first pair, sorry, I have 10 pairs of shoes. After I pick the first pair, then I'm left with 9 pairs to pick. Okay, I picked one local already, so out of 5, only 4 left. But then overseas, still 5. And it makes sense because 4/9 plus 5/9 is equals to 1 whole. Okay. So how about this one? If I pick the first pair is overseas, then the local will be still 5/9. Overseas will be 4/9. Okay. Yeah. So what is the probability if you have a pair of football and a pair of running? Sorry, this one is part D. So I'll do part D first. Okay. This part D. One pair that's local, the other pair overseas. Local, overseas, local, overseas. So it'll be this branch and this branch, isn't it? Okay, so you just multiply the probabilities. P, 1 local, 1 overseas would be 5/10 times 5/9 plus 5/10, 5/9. So this is a non-replacement problem, okay? You pick one and then the number reduces by 1. So you have 25/90, 25/90, 50/90, 5/9. Yeah, that's the answer. Okay, part C now. This is part D. Part C will be if she randomly picks 2 pairs of shoes, one another. Okay. Now the other way to look at it is actually from the table as well. Okay, 1 pair of football, 1 pair of running. Now if you pick football, right? If you just pick the first pair, you can see is 7 out of 10. Okay, P, 1 football, 1 running. So if I pick a pair of football shoes, is 7 out of 10 times 1 running, right? Okay, now remember, like we said just now, you pick the first pair of shoes already, the total number of pairs of shoes then becomes 9. Okay, and now if you go to running, there's only 3 pairs out of 9. So it's correct. It's 3 out of 9. Okay, the total reduces from 10 to 9. Okay, 7 pairs of football out of 10. And then when you go second time, right, there's 3 pairs of running out of 9. Yeah. So this is if you pick football first. Okay, but you could have picked running first. So if you pick running first, that's 3 pairs of running out of 10 times 7 pairs out of 9. Okay. So now they kind of swap, and you get this. It's 21 out of 90. Oh, it's 42 out of 90. Yeah, correct. So it is 7 out of 15, the answer. Okay, so that's your question, Farid. Let's go to the next one. Okay, Constance, you ask about what R is direct or strong. Okay, I'll make this easy for you, all right? Okay, let me erase the board first, okay? Okay, R, question 6 in the exam practice paper, R can be from -1 to 1, okay? So right in the middle here is 0. So this is perfect negative. Or you can say perfect inverse. Then this is a perfect positive. Or you can say it's perfect direct. Okay, right here there's no correlation. Of course, with real data, you are not likely going to get negative, 0, or 1 exactly, okay? But rather, you get stuff that's in between. Okay, let's make it easy for you, okay? So this side will be strong. And then this side will be weak. Okay, let's make it negative 0.5, okay? Now, if it's somewhere here, you want to say that it's moderate, that's okay as well, okay? So somewhere in the middle here is moderate. I know I'm not being very specific here, but there isn't really a very clear cutoff as well, even in the statistics world. Yeah, so likewise, around 0.5 here, in this region, you say that it's moderate. Okay, on this side, it is strong. On this side, it is weak. Okay. As long as you don't write strong for less than 0.5, I guess that's okay. If it's around 0.5, you can write moderate. Or if it's less, then you can write weak. Okay? And more than 0.5, you don't write as weak as well. Same thing. Okay? So I hope that I've answered your question. Yes. Okay. Okay, thanks. I see that you got your answer. Any more questions? If not, right, I'm so glad everything is working out today. I struggled like crazy for setting up. If you can't see it, right, maybe I should show you what's happening here, right? So this is actually my studio. I have to have lightings, you know, and then yeah, this is my tuition center that I've made a mess of, trying to set up the lighting, and then yeah. So then this is the board, you know. So yeah, but it was a lot of fun. It doesn't help that my laptop went for servicing, you know, at this time. So a lot of things, the configuration just isn't quite there. Okay, heck. Okay, anyway. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad. Yeah, so it's quite an experience for me also to do YouTube Live for the first time. Thanks for all the likes. If you haven't subscribed, please do so now. I see that there's a lot of the subscription counter has jumped up. Thank you very much. Since you are here, if you haven't clicked it, please do. Okay, last question. Shall we do one more tomorrow? Do you think you'll be still interested? Please let me know. Will you have other questions tomorrow, or you're like, okay, I think we have enough already? So Aki says yes. Just somebody says yes. Okay, you're welcome, Crystal. Who's just somebody? Okay. Okay, I see that you have more questions. So yeah, we can do it again tomorrow, 10 a.m. I hope by then I would have fixed, because what I had hoped to do was to have writing on the background and share the screen, like what I always do in the classroom, okay, rather than whiteboard. In fact, it didn't work, so I kind of quickly reconfigured and we have this up. Okay. Sorry about the delay. I am sure that thanks for your patience, and I'll fix it by tomorrow. Okay. All right. So that's about it. Wow, there's quite a lot of you here. Hi Gupta. Hi Om. And I haven't seen you. I haven't said hi to you today. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I guess that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye.